see, I have a stove catch somewhere. I can't, Ruby's pretty bad to misplace things of one kind and another. But anyways, you see these little, there's the type of kettles you use, something you could boil in. And here is the eyes, what do you call them, eyes. And you can pick this up. Now the fire goes in this box here, in this compartment, and it heats this wall of this oven here, which makes your bread or whatever you care to roast or bake in this part. And so you put your wood in here, and all you have, there's about 6 caps here, they all raise. And as you go back this way, your heat diminishes. Now your hottest point's up here, and as the heat, the blaze laps over the top of this oven and heats it. And as you get over here, if you want stuff at lower temperature, you just keep coming on back. And here is a compartment where you fill, I don't guess if it's supposed to be a catch stove, but I don't know how she moves that. But anyways, there's a water tank here, and you preheat your water for your dishwashing and so on there while your fire is going there. And here's a damper up front here. Notice what you got two. You got one here to control your heat as you slide it back. Oh, there it is. You slide it over this way, and it chokes your flame and holds it here to make this even hotter. And here is the air draft down here in this little draft right here. See this stuff? There we go. When you open that, that gives you a full draft of air up through here, which in turn makes it heat a lot quicker and burn faster. And then your pipe comes up here and out and into your flue. That's carries your smoke. So it's one good thing about it, if the power goes, you're in luck. You can cook.
How old would that stove be?
Let me see, I'm going to give you a rough estimate. I guess we purchased that stove about, I'd say about 55 years ago. It would be pretty close, not precise, but relatively close. And we've used, oh man, tons and tons and tons of meals down through all them years. But then after electricity came, I come in here, it's too cold for her, and I fix our food usually over there on the electric range. I don't know if this is supposed to have a heat indicator to tell you what your oven temperature is. See this little gadget right there? I don't know if that's, I guess it's still active. But what it was is more or less a thermostat thing that operated it, you know, but it was fairly accurate. And you could tell then, according to, after your heat range got up so high, you could pretty well tell. Now, you could burn her up in there if you operated all your dampers and everything with a proper way by the...
So you just more or less had to know how to trial and error.
Oh yeah, definitely so, yeah. And all them old women, and one thing I never could understand, yet it took many years of experience to do it, but back in the day before they added all of the ingredients and flour, so to speak, you know, they had what we call plain flour. It didn't have all of the chemicals and the things that they got in what they call self-rising later on. And them old women would get up there and make some of the finest biscuits out of that old plain flour. And they had to add their soda and their salt and everything in it. And it was perfect. Of course, now all their life, for the biggest part of their life, experimentation told them just exactly how to measure and to do that. And they were geniuses in it. Oh, big cat head brown biscuits. Or the compartment down here, they fell down through your grate into this little slide box here. You take that out and dump it ever so often, the ashes. Then another thing they had little brush broom, and they'd brush all this soot and sweep it over here so it'd fall down in that dump container there. And well, that would ordinarily run you 2 or 3 weeks before you had to do, you know, to dump the ash. Then they'd taken the ash out and put it on their garden. It makes it more fertile, you know. And if they didn't use it for that, they made what they called hominy. That was whole grain corn, hard corn out of a field, so to speak. And they'd take that grain, and they'd take this ash, and they'd put it in they had a box they'd put it in. And then they put this corn in there, and let that ash, you know, after a while that ash begins to get to be a very strong solution. And they'd pour water, keep that dampened, and that ash would eat the husk off of the corn. Then they'd bring the corn in and put it in some big kettle and boil it for hours and hours and hours. And they called it hominy. That softened it to the extent, you know, it could be consumed as a food product. And well, you're getting whole grain, that's for sure. Oh, oak. Nothing like oak, you know. Oak gives a tremendous heat.
Was it an even heat? Is that why?
Yeah. Now, it'd be just as warm in here as if you had, if that thing is fired up, it'd just be just like summer weather all over. See, that big flat top puts out a tremendous amount of heat. And it'd be just as comfortable in here as